And now that the feeling of this journey is complete, and you can feel the positives from the images that came forward, and the feelings and the thoughts. And so for now, go ahead and let it all fade. Reinforce the positives from this journey today, along with a stronger sense of self. At 0 and at 1, with a deep cleansing breath in as we begin to come up and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Eyes open, wide awake, and you can say your first name out loud. Eyes open, wide awake, say your first name out loud. So your sword is a symbol of your own inner strength. You have it, and you can use it. Anytime you want, tune into the energy of that sword, go back and get it, and use it. I use it when I'm energy clearing. I feel stronger. I feel more in tune. I feel powerful and secure. I love it. It works. Okay. So I hope that tuning into the energy of this sword will help you when dealing with psychic energy attacks. The crystals I like to carry if I'm feeling a little more vulnerable or the energy just feels really busy. I actually have a necklace that I have charged with protection energy, and I wear that. I also like a hematite, a shungite, black tourmaline, smoky quartz, any of my black crystals I'll put in my pocket, and I'll also add an amethyst and a clear quartz and a rose quartz. Those are the 4 that I use the most for their protections, for tuning into positive energies, for their love. Sometimes a rhodonite instead of a rose quartz. Depends on what is handy. And I either put them in my pocket or in my bra, whatever works. And yes, they often ting on the floor, and I got to search them up later. You need to know you, right? You know I'm going to preach self-awareness. And figure out what works for you. Smudging, crystals, candles, all of that. Figure out what works best. What is also something you can remember to do? Because when we're feeling in this negative energy vortex, we feel overwhelmed. I will overthink things, and I'll be like, whoa, that just took me on a journey that was unnecessary. Because you feel muddled, right? And you feel insecure is another one if I'm having psychic attacks. And you just don't feel your strong self, and so you need to get back to that strong self. Again, I'll go stomp in my pasture. I have a stair stepper that I love. I have lots of nature, so I go hang out there. I let the sun rejuvenate me because it makes me feel good. Some of you, it might be the moon. Go out in the moon and the stars and get rejuvenated. The key is you need to know your energy, and you need to understand your way of being in this world and your energy system so that you know when something is off. You know when what you're feeling doesn't feel right. You have to feel what you feel, know what you know, see what you see, hear what you hear, right? Some of you hear my voice saying that to you. I know that because you've told me. There's enough to worry about in this world that if you're in that spiral, get yourself out of it. There is a Tai Chi, I believe, thing for low energy where you just curl your toes as if you're picking something up, and you just keep doing that. I've been doing that a lot. Because when you're being psychically attacked or there's negative entities and energies around you, you are low energy. You feel sluggish. You feel thick. I feel like I don't want to go do chores, and I love my chores. And then that's a cue to me that I need to shift something, that either I've been out peopling and I picked up their negative energy, because as an empath that happens easily, or I'm just letting my thoughts run away from me and I need to go ground my energy and do something else to change my vibration and my perception. I'm also going to invite you to do something that's out of your comfort zone. So on Saturday, I went to a painting class. I know, this is number 2. Still not really good at it, but hey, I had fun. And this was a painting on cement, so I did hummingbirds and flowers, and it was fun. I really love the colors and all that part. So I'm going to invite you to shake up your energy and shift your perspectives by doing something you've not done before. It might be out of your comfort zone. I'm also joined a cooking class that I'm thoroughly enjoying because I just get to go cook. I do what I'm told. I'm not solving anyone's problems. I'm just being. What can you do that will give you that energy? Because we need to have lots of things that we're grateful for or happy about to lift our energy. It also feels like we're craving connections, so connect to those people that make you smile. And pay attention, right? If you have someone that you chat with, say, every morning and, they're bringing you down, become aware and shift the conversation to happy things, or maybe don't answer the phone every single morning. You can change things. We tend to get stuck in patterns, and it can become more than just a pattern. It can become a rut that it gets deeper and uncomfortable. Change it. Small steps. Change something small. I'm reading a really interesting book called The Mindful Body by Ellen J. Langer, and it's not what I thought it would be when I read the description. It's so much better. As you know, I'm totally researching everything I can find about mindfulness because of a thesis, and then I have a mindful group, and it's interesting because she's a psychologist, and she does she does experiments, and it's about thoughts and energies. It's just totally interesting. Totally interesting. So if you feel drawn, check that out. And so coming to the end of our time together today. So pendulum to clear negative energy, sage candles, sage sprays, sea salt on your floor. Oh, a bath, sea salt bath to clean your own aura. Yes. That was also one of the things I did when felt like I was drowning in negative energy, is how it felt. And I had to change it. But once I did all the big clearing and I did all these tricks that I've shared with you, tips. They're not necessarily tricks. They're tips. Let's call them magic tips. I was able to do some things that needed doing. Have some challenging conversations and hold firm to my boundaries and what was right for me. It was bumpy, but worth it. So if you're struggling, maybe you need a great big energy clearing for yourself. And again, if it's too much, book a session with me. I got you. I'm good with the sword. All right. So I'm going to wrap this up. I'm sending you all a big hug and a blessing. And if you haven't participated in my Facebook energy clearing poll, you can have a couple more hours, and then I will go see which one got the most votes. And don't forget to sign up for the energy clearing on Thursday. And if any scammers put a comment on your post, I will get to it or send me a message saying, hey, they're back, because that's not cool. And then everybody gets a deep energy clearing because we don't like the scammers. Not cool, people.